Happy Valentine's Day!
This is running in the 90s.
This is our 7th video?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Much like our Thanksgiving video, we felt obligated to do something for Valentine's Day.
But we had no idea what we wanted to do.
So we do what we do every time we run out of ideas.
We go to Bob's Burger.
Yes, and so this episode of Bob's Burger we're doing today is called...
The Courtney and Jean Show.
So before we get into it, I think we need to take care of some housekeeping. So if you haven't watched Bob's Burger before, and for some reason you decided to watch this review first, Courtney is kind of like an established character in Bob's Burgers, and we'll just briefly touch on that now.
She totally trapped Jean into a relationship by making him guilty to break up with her because she has like a heart issue.
Now the only reason we mention that is because I think Courtney went through some like amazing off-screen character development that we don't even touch on, but we'll get into that later.
The episode starts out, like most Bob Burgers episodes, at home.
Tina is obsessing over this box that is supposed to be for a charity.
Help end hunger or repave the faculty parking lot.
Probably renovate the staff parking lot.
Most likely renovate the staff parking lot.
World hunger was never really a thing.
Or just an option. But anyway, basically the premise of the box is that you write who you're going to send a Valentine's to, and on the inside write your name, and on Valentine's Day they get sent a carnation.
Well, that's a terrible system.
Moving on. So, the long story short, Bob, a few months ago, agreed to get the carnations for Tina so they would have them for the school.
And true to Bob's nature, he completely forgot about it.
I did?
So, we'll get back to Bob.
So, we see the kids at Wagstaff, and they're listening to some announcements from Miss LeBon's, and they're totally falling asleep.
I thought they were kind of interesting. I just like Miss LeBon's voice. I think it's funny.
If you must drink water, do so at these fountains. The one next to the girls' bathroom. The one next to the 5th grade classroom. The one in the cafeteria.
Oh my God, I can't take it anymore!
While Miss LeBon's announcements are going on, Jean and Courtney, who sit next together in class, start making jokes about what LeBon's saying and the announcements.
Bonds should have stopped after lunch will be chilly. Stop talking and talking about fountains, you silly.
Yeah, this is boring. I want to escape on a boat, and it's totally gross when LeBon's clears her throat.
And this class loves it.
Later in the hallway, we see them making some jokes again.
It was the Jean and Courtney show. They got me going, but I canceled my cable, so I'm desperate for entertainment.
So much in fact, the theater teacher approaches Jean and Courtney and asks them if they want to do part of the morning announcement.
Which they gladly accept. Sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, Miss LeBon's is like totally boring.
I love her still. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But anyway, back to Tina. And I think we need to talk about Tina specifically for 1 minute. Tina is obsessed with Jimmy Jr. And I think that is the worst pairing in television history.
Let's just make a note that if she were to totally date Zeke, it'd be way more wholesome than if she dated Jimmy Jr., who only likes her when it's convenient for him.
Yeah, and it's just like, Jimmy doesn't even like Tina. Jimmy likes that Tina likes him. And that's why he strings her along the way he does.
I mean, talk about your typical high school boy.
And, I mean, it's not all Jimmy's fault. I don't think he knows what he's doing. But at the same time, he's not treating Tina the way that she deserves to be treated.
We are Team Zeke.
Team Zeke. Or hashtag Zekna. Or Teeks.
Tine? No. We'll do Xena. Ooh,
Xena. Team Xena.
Team Xena.
Team Xena. And Timmy can go die, I guess.
Later after school, when Tina brings the box of carnation gifts home, she ends up getting curious and tries to look in the box. Thanks to Louise, who cracks the lock open with her super lock skills that probably, what is she, like 8-year-old should not have, they get to take a look at the carnation gifts, just to find out there's not one for Tina.
None?
Yikes.
I didn't get a single carnation?
But there's 4 for Jocelyn.
4 for Jocelyn.
Who the hell is sending Jocelyn so many flowers?
And I think you forgot to mention that how she opened the letter, she teared up all the letters, mixed up the inside of the envelope with the outside of the envelope.
I'm so proud of you.
Which I guess in theory is the one situation where the system is flawed.
Envelopes only say who they're to on them, and the cards only say who they're from.
Well, that's a terrible system.
It's only a terrible system in this exact scenario.
But Linda comes in and offers to help along with Louise to match the handwriting to the envelopes and hopefully being able to make sure everyone gets the right Valentine this year.
because she's really concerned because, she totally dropped the ball by opening the letters, but, her dad has totally been on the carnation game.
Yeah, he has a carnation.
Yes, hello? I'm dying, and I'm trying to order my favorite flowers for my funeral, which will be on Valentine's Day.
But anyway, back to Jean and Courtney. Jean and Courtney have their first morning announcements, and it goes great. They're smash hit, all the students are loving it, and Miss LeBon is livid.
That night at Courtney's place, Jean and Courtney are working on the next day's announcements, but something interesting happens. They start holding hands.
Without either of them realizing it.
And then they kiss.
With both of them realizing it?
Yes. They give some really nice commentary on it as it's happening.
We're kissing. I think we're gonna kiss again.
Courtney shippers can finally be happy. Jean and Courtney are together.
And Courtney did not in any way have to manipulate, trick, or drug Jean into this relationship.
Yeah, and everything will work out for the best.
The next day comes, and their announcement isn't as good as it had been the previous day.
Because it seems like they're focused more on their relationship than preparing for the show.
Hey, you two crush bunnies think you can mix work with a relationship? If it didn't work for Donnie and Marie Osmond, why do you think it'll work for you?
Didn't work for the Beatles either.
I think they all just secretly loved each other.
That is true. I like how you think about that. So anyway, I guess it's time to go check in on Bob, right?
Is this the Botanical Gardens? My name is Jim Carnation, and I am one of 5 quintuplets. We are the last carnations in America, and we are turning 50. We need 50 carnations each. That's a total of 250. Hello?
So, as the next couple days keep coming, Jean and Courtney's announcements keep getting worse as they keep focusing more on their relationship than the job.
So that day at lunch, Jean and Courtney decide to have a difficult conversation.
The theater teacher told them if they mess up the last day of their announcements, then they're not going to be doing them anymore at all.
Pretty easy call.
Do the show.
Do the show!
And that was all completely mutual. None of it was one-sided. They both wanted the same thing.
Yes. They all wanted the same thing. Early the next morning, Teddy and Bob went to the flower market and he paid a lot of money for those flowers.
Wow, that was more than I expected. Kind of raked you over the coals, huh, Bob?
Yeah, they did. Thanks, Teddy. Thanks for coming with me.
Anytime, Bobby. That's what friends are for.
Mm-hmm.
As all is happening, Jean can't sleep, so he decides to write a song for the next day.
As the announcements are going on, we see Tina begin to pass out her carnations to all the kids in school, as she sadly, again, doesn't have one, and it upsets her.
Once Miss LeBon's announcements are over, it's time for Jean and Courtney to go and do their portion again.
And their announcement goes great. They are back to their old selves now that they decided to keep their job just professional, and they have some really good rhymes.
Until Jean has a surprise morning announcement. And I could tell you what Jean said, but I think it's better if he says it himself.
If you have good times, and if you have good rhymes, you may have found your one and only. But then the one you like, says take a hike, and suddenly you're lonely. But still be glad, even if you're sad. Take comfort just in knowing you'll be okay. It's Valentine's Day. Your heart's not broken, it's only growing.
And at the end, everything ends up okay. Jean and Courtney end up being able to continue their Jean and Courtney show, and Tina actually does get a flower from Jimmy Jr.
What'd you like about this episode? What didn't you like, Dana?
I have to say, it's one of my favorite Valentine's Day episodes of Bob's Burger. I just love how Tina goes crazy on those Valentine's Day gifts and just rips them all open. Honestly, it's the best scene in the whole show.
I couldn't agree more. I love that I love the character development for Courtney, making her like a throwaway one-shot character into becoming like a fairly common staple in the show. You see her a lot more after this episode.
And also, Jean's Valentine's Day song was pretty sweet and wholesome. It really actually showed him some character growth as well.
Yeah.
Which sometimes you don't get in these kind of cartoons.
Exactly. And I feel like from this point out, and you can disagree with me on this, the writers write Jean more sympathetic and he has like more of a heart to him rather than just being the funny kid.
Doug, all I know is we have fun together, and holding hands with her feels like holding a hand for the very first time. And it's like the 4th time.
Damn, I haven't felt that for quite a while.
Yeah.
Who says only anime has to have character growth?
Me, no, I'm joking. But yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Dana, before we end it?
No. Just everyone have a happy Valentine's Day. And don't forget to subscribe.
And remember, your heart isn't broken. It's always growing.
Bye.
Bye.